So my first question to people who are here, who are Kriya Yogis. Okay, so Kriya Yogis, what is that one thing after your Kriya Yoga practice that you have really felt has changed in your life? So there can be n number of things, as we just said, but I want you to be very personal with this question and answer it and introspect and ask, okay, ever since I have been practicing Kriya Yoga, this is what I have experienced. And let it be a little, a brief thought or comment. So I can see many hands being raised. Captain Joy, can you unmute them one by one, please? Yes,
Good
Trisha.
evening. Yeah, it is very astonishing to me that there is this one thing which I was suffering from years, and that was fear. And now, after Kriya, the fear has just dissolved. And it's like it comes like God's grace because Guru's presence is always there. And if at any point of time it does crop its head, I just need to go back into meditation and talk to Guru and do the Kriya, and I can feel that dissolve all over again. So this is something which I've been struggling for so many years now, but it's just vanished in the last 2 years.
Super awesome. Thank you
Thank you.
for that feedback, Trisha. And fearlessness is such a huge gain in life. Most people look around you, they live in perpetual fear of many, 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 many things. And if you can come to the point where you say, I have no fear from people, from situations, from death, from disease, from any of it, and I'm willing to go through holding the hand of my Guru, I'm willing to go through life just as it is presented to me. That is an amazing space to be in. Thank you so much, Trisha, for sharing that. Yes, others, please.
Yeah, Jai Guru ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, please go ahead.
Thank you for today's session, ma'am. One thing I wanted to say that after my Kriya is done, I feel a complete stillness in my mind. And even when I talk to my wife, she says, "Why you are speaking so slow?" I said, "I'm not able to speak fast." So that kind of stillness and calmness I feel after doing the Kriya. Thank you.
Thank you, Ankur. So this is beautiful. A stillness and a calmness has come over, and especially speaking to the spouse. So this is so important because, and everybody around you starts to notice that you are doing something which has brought a certain calmness and peace around you. And definitely, this gain is amazing because eventually, if we hold on to this stillness, the after effect of meditation through our day, then we can really enjoy life as it is right now. So thank you, Ankur, for sharing that.
Yes, good morning, Jai Guru. Good
Good
evening.
morning. Yeah. So good morning because he's in New York and we are in New Delhi.
Yes,
So yes.
yes. So two things kind of related, but not. The first one is that thanks to Kriya, I feel a constant communication and presence of God. And number two, related to that, is the presence of Guru Bhais and your teachings and these sessions that allow us to come together. It just makes it feel like all the other things, the material pursuits, the going to the bars and the pubs and meaningless activities, no desire for any of that.
That is so beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your experience there. So I'm sure people would have experienced this over the years that their interest in the otherworldly activities automatically starts to change as you practice Kriya Yoga because you're enjoying the bliss of God's company, of your own company, that you do not want to go into the petty pleasures that most people are going after. Okay, so anybody else wants to reply on this as to what, if there's one thing or maybe two things that they have gained from Kriya Yoga practice, which was lacking before their practice, we can do that. Or else I will go on to my next question, interaction. And that question is very important. That is the end of today's chapter 5. Is that, have you felt that God is your friend? At any time in your life, do you remember, or in the current circumstances, do you feel that God is a friend or anything else? So any relationship, or maybe sometimes not a friend, maybe you can feel God as a parent or as a guardian or as a savior. So any personal relationship with God that you have felt at any time, and if you want to share that, because he's clearly said himself that one who sees me as a friend and who sees me as the sustainer of all, he attains peace. So anyone wants to share this? Else wants to talk about this, the bond of friendship with the Lord. So I'm sure you've had some occasion in your life where you felt that the tiny details of your life were taken care of, not by people or not by you, but it was a larger power working with you, and it was such a friendly presence that it just carried you through your life. And if not, now if people are not raising their hands, and if people are just thinking whether they've had us, now is the time to actually look out for such experiences, because God is our friend. He is the best friend forever, as they say, BFF, the eternal friend. He was our friend before we were born into this life. He is our friend presently at every moment, guiding our path. And when we leave these physical bodies, or even astral and causal bodies, he is going to be our friend forever. So yes, Priya Bash, can please share.
Yeah, good good evening and good afternoon to everyone. Yeah, so there's two components. I mean, you asked two questions. From the first question.
Yeah. So the first one is around working with calmness, especially in corporate South Africa is where I work. And to walk into the floor and, to be calm within all the chaos around me is something that I really felt. To your second question, around if I felt, a greater presence, I think, I probably have like 9 lives. So, there was an occasion where I kind of missed a really bad accident. There was another occasion where I survived a pulmonary embolism. There was another occasion where, I missed a drown. So throughout life, all of these things happened to me. And I always kind of get back to reading an autobiography of a yogi for some strange reason. So that strange kind of level of magnetism, I would say, is what and how I felt.
That is beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And yes, 9 lives, I would say, yes, coming out of pulmonary embolism and all the things that you've mentioned. It is actually, no, not yet. First, read the autobiography. First, practice your Kriya Yoga, because you need this body till as long as you can, utilize it for spiritual evolution. So this brings me to a very interesting thought. There was this one lady at Ananda who was very, very sick. And she was just literally holding on to her body to a point, till the point she had no more willpower to hold it. And she asked Swamiji this question. She said, should I let go or should I hold on to the body? Swami's answer was very, very enlightening. He said, till as long as you think that your body is serving as the vehicle where you can still advance spiritually through it, hold on to it. So because Master has mentioned that our own willpower sometimes can actually lengthen the lifespan. So if you feel that even your sick body is still helping you to learn some lesson or to evolve spiritually, hold on to it with that willpower, because what will happen in the next life, you will be born as a babe. And then till you come to your teenage or adulthood, till the time you start, you will have lost so many more years. So you have gained some level of maturity in this life. So even if your body is old and diseased, but it is still helping you in some way to grow spiritually, utilize that opportunity. So in your case, my dear, Master has done that for you. He said, no, don't go yet. First practice Kriya, and then the time will come. And then, of course, Master's promise, whoever practices the techniques till the end very sincerely, one of the gurus will personally come and take him across the shores of life and death. So thank you. Okay, so we have others who want to share. Ranganathan ji, you want to share?
Yeah, Jai Guru. Able to hear? Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. In fact, after I started practicing Kriya, I found nowadays, the day starts with their communion with the God, Guru, and ends with communion with the Guru. And see, it's not that not without problems I am living, but all those problems, whatever I do, I will be able to solve, but whatever I cannot do, I leave it to Guru. And automatically, I find that some sort of solutions come and the problems, solved automatically. So for each and everything, I start with the prayer with the Guru, then it goes well. And that is the communion. It is a sort of, as you asked, some sort of friendship or communion with God or Guru. I feel that. I feel it's happening.
Thank you so much.
kinds
Thank you.
of
Yes, Guru is like a partner, He's like we are walking hand in hand with the Guru and God to live this life. The fact that we can understand this, that we are not alone, is such a blessing. And I really liked that comment of yours where you say, okay, most problems get solved because I get inspirations from Master, but the rest I leave to Master himself.
Yes.
So whatever I cannot do, I know Master can do, I know God can do. So again, it brings you to that fearlessness where you're not afraid, where you're not anxious and not stressed out. So life becomes easier and happier and at peace when you have these techniques and the Guru's blessings with us. So thank you for sharing. That is
Sure.
so sweet.
Thank you. Thank you. Jai Guru.
Okay. Sonia wants to say something. Yes, dear Sonia. Please unmute yourself. Yes.
Yeah, Jai Guru.
Thank
Don't know how to. Yeah, I'll just talk about it. So it has been an amazing journey ever since I've been a Kriyaban. And when we come out of the state, when we are meditating after Kriya, it's always blissful. And you feel a peace which is uncomparable to anything else. And besides that, as you already know, we have faced so many trials and tribulations in our life, and everything has always been sorted out. Whether I recall my guru or not, I know he's always standing there with me. And through him, God is listening to our prayers. And so many miracles have happened, which I couldn't have expected any otherwise. So I'm so thankful that due to my guru's grace, I'm on this path. Again and again, I'm so grateful. Thank God I'm there. That's all I would like to say.
Thank you,
There's
Sonia. That
no
is so sweet. Even I say that ever since I have Yogananda ji has come into my life, there has not been even one day of my life where I have not said thank you, Guruji, for being in my life. So this is so, so precious. And that the point that you said that even when you're actively not thinking of the Guru, but he is still looking after you. It is just like,
yes.
In the parents' house, small toddlers and children are playing around. They know the parents are there. Not even when you're not actively engaging, you're always protected. So Guru is that friend and that, protector that, will actually be around, even if you don't actively ask him, please help me, please help me, please help me. He's still helping us. So thank you. Okay, we have Nupur, please, would you like to say something? Yes, please. Please unmute yourself.
Jai Guru. So I kind of echo all of your thoughts, but I would just say the relationship changes every day. Of course, it's more of a friend, but he's there in all relationships. So it's also like, of course, sometimes you're actually fighting with him like a friend. You're loving him like a beloved. So he actually encompasses all relationships. And also in all my earthly relationships, I see his reflection. So it's as sweet as it is. And that's true. If I won't say stop loving him, but maybe forget him for moments, he will never forget you. And for me, it's been like I had never to ask. He always gives in bounty. And it's like every moment, every day, it's a new exploration. And you can never be grateful enough. He got me to this path through, of course, channels like you, but I never asked for it. I wasn't seeking, I wasn't suffering, but he got me to this beautiful path, made me aware, and every day, every other day, it's like a magical experience. So ever grateful, and I don't think you can be thankful enough. The amount he gives, you can never return back to him or to his children. Thank you.
Thank you so much for saying that. Most of us did not know what we wanted in life. So as you said, I was not looking for it, but yet he called me on the path. Same for us. We were like lost in a maze. We didn't know what to really look for and where would we find our real happiness and peace. He actually knocked on our head and said, oh, you got to come here, you got to come here. And in some ways, whether through suffering or through love or through some friend or whatever, he is the friend behind all friends. He is the relative behind all relatives. And that is what Yogananda ji has taught us to see behind all relationships, see the real lover. Through all relationships, he is coaxing us to come back to him or to our own self. And that is the true love which will remain with us forever and forever. And no words can express the gratitude that actually we feel for him and his love. We cannot just put it in words. So thank you for sharing. So we have Padma Priya wanting to say something. Yes, Padma.
Yes. Jai Guru, ma'am. First of all, I place my gratitude to God and Gurus for keep practicing my Kriya. I have seen many changes for good in my life. Whatever problems I could able to overcome now with no fear at all. And whatever danger comes to me goes into scratches. So I feel God and Guru's presence throughout my day, and I feel more friendly, and he is always nearer to me and dearer to me, God and Gurus. So really, I love God and Gurus.
Thank you, Padma. Thank you. Thank you, sweet soul. I've seen your journey over the years, and you've really outgrown your fears and your panics and your anxieties and your emotions. It's really wonderful to see. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Rohan, you have something to say?
Yes, Jai Guru, just to add to what everyone has said, my experience is that I used to work only intellectually. So whenever it came to any life's problems, I would only refer to the so-called experts, and you are one of them. I would refer to the doctors, the engineers, the lawyers, but now what I do is I listen to all of them, but then the ultimate veto or the ultimate decision is by the gurus. So I listen to all the advice, but then I meditate on it, and Master has the final decision.
That is so sweet. So referring back to our own intuitive understanding, to our own conscience, the voice of the Guru coming through that, it is so important. And it is Master who awakens our heart to his presence and to this higher intelligence. Only then can we, understand this, that we have to go beyond the intellect. But because this world trains us to just work with the intellect. So thank you for sharing that, Rohan. Okay, and we have a couple more people. Ankur, you raised your hand, but I don't see your hand anymore. Are you still there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm still here. Actually, my phone battery is about to die. I'm traveling, so I just thought I'll lower my hand. Anyway, I'll just share a quick thought that for me, God is a true friend. And what actually a friend is someone with whom you can talk to when you are in a problem or in some situation. But God is not someone who will directly help you. I mean, just like a friend. But God will give you situations and scenarios in which you have to deal yourself and groom as a person. So God is that kind of.
Yes, thank you. Got your point. Your voice is breaking a little bit. So, but it's true. What he's saying is that God, you do feel God's presence as a friend, but sometimes the friendly God comes to us as a challenge because he wants us to grow and to evolve. So sometimes he gives us nice circumstances, but sometimes the challenges that come is also the friend in God that is coming to us, because only a good friend will want you to outgrow your challenges and to become stronger in yourself. So that's a beautiful thought. So no worries. So thank you all very, very much for sharing these beautiful thoughts, for being in this common fabric of energy that we are in. We are blessed to be studying the Gita together and sharing our love for the masters and our love for final emancipation. So that is what connects us all. We are all seeking moksha, and in this life, let us make it happen. So with God's blessings, may God and Gurus bless us always and be with us till we reach home. Thank you. Jai Guru to all. We shall meet on Monday for our next meditation session. Om.